Yo, 2004 Grand Cherokee with a 4.0 liter inline 6. I got to do a radiator to this thing. First thing I did was get under the vehicle. On the right side bottom of the radiator there's a petcock here. I open that up and I drain as much fluid as I can. I'm going to pull this lower radiator hose next. I got a mixing tub from the hardware store from Maynard's. These are great. They're cheap. That's why I like mixing tubs. I like to do this first because it's the messiest part. Get the mess taken care of first. I got some fancy vice grip looking hose clampy tooly thing that I can use for this. What the heck? It's supposed to make a mess. Yeah, some of the older models and the V8s, they got like power steering lines running through the fan that you got to take off, and sometimes there's transmission cooler lines running through these radiators too on the side. On this side over here, but this doesn't have any of that running through it. There's 4 Torxes on here. They're T30s. I got some zip ties holding this headlight in, so you got to get the zip ties off. 4 10mm for this core support I'm going to take off. 7mm screws on this headlight. I got a couple of 13mm for the hood latch I got to get off. It looks like I didn't need to take off the headlights. Whatever. Yeah, I can put these bad boys right back in. Okay, I got this hood latch out. Ew! Ew! He's a bird killer. Anybody know what kind of bird that is? Anybody? Anybody? Nice. There's 2 funky studs here. Pop out the funky studs. This core support should magically creep out of here somehow. Creep. Just be careful not to break these plastic tabs. Child-proof Dodge connector for the fan. Got that. Hoser. 10mm on this AC core. There's one hiding on this side too. Now on the bottom of the radiator there's little tabs here, and you're supposed to lift up. This side's not even on and the other side's broke because no explanation needed. So it's pretty much out of the way. I don't have to lift it up to get them off of them tabs. I'm going to get this hose off next. The hose, I don't like this air tube. It's going bye-bye. There's a 10mm that's holding in the radiator that's hiding right in here. And it's really long because they think it needs to be. That's my answer. One more. It's floppy. It's a floppy jalopy. Try to remove floppy jalopy. It's stuck because it's a Chrysler product. Now there's some air conditioning lines down here that are in a really bad spot. They got them clipped in kind of to the... You gotta pull them out of the radiator. They're on the fan shroud. I just gave them a pop with a pry bar. Out with ya. God, they really got this piece of shit crammed in here, man. It's like wider on the bottom on this side. So it's really stupid. And there's stuff in the way over here still. Talk about 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound can. There it is. Core support's a little bent. Air conditioning core's bent. I didn't even ask him if his AC works. I don't see any dye oil spitting out of it. Any oil at all. These transmission lines that go into this core, they're gonna fight ya. They didn't give me these clips new with the radiator. I gotta reuse the old ones, which is really no big deal. You got little tabs on here you gotta bend up with a screwdriver to get them out, and then you gotta bend them back down when you put them in the other radiator so they stay in. I took the drain plug out of the radiator too. Hopefully it'll give me just a little bit more room, because there isn't any. This power steering line is in a really retarded spot. And the Chrysler engineers, they smoke a lot of crack, so nothing goes in the way it should. They don't know how to build anything that does. They're fucking stupid. Unbelievable joke, man. Oh, I think this cable goes under everything. Oh no, what do I do? I like using these stainless ties. You can get these really tight. And they're a lot of fun to try to get off. Only thing is with these you gotta kind of roll them up so nobody cuts themselves when they touch this band, because it's super sharp. Fancy. Now I'm back under the car staring at a dream. The dream. The big wet dream. It's always a good idea to put this clamp exactly where it was. That's right where it was. Holding. Okay, bye.